hateful, discriminator, bigoted, small-minded, cowardly, greedy, feckless C-word. These are a few words used to describe people who the elite left disagree with. An interesting tactic for a collection of people who espouse ad nauseum, we said or did this awful thing to start a dialogue. I find it difficult to start a dialogue with someone who opens up with F you. I'm Ben Davies, this is Pure Hollywood. Now, I'm sure many of you have seen the speech by Robert De Niro at the Tony Awards where he walked out boldly and proclaimed, F Trump. Besides the fact that it looks like many of the celebrities cannot devoid themselves from Twitter dialogue and the real world with actual people who they may affect, I feel like this is a very small, insignificant symptom of a much larger and more dangerous problem. Here's my problem: the left's narrative of speaking your truth to power. We're good, they're bad. We're oppressed, they're oppressors. We're courageous, they're cowards. And this narrative enables this kind of disdain and rhetoric. First, there is no your truth. There is truth and your opinion. But also, this comes on the heels of many other self-grandizing and bombastic statements from other elites. Again, not by Twitter trolls, but of people of the highest echelon put there by our support and admiration. Like Eminem drawing his line in the sand and saying to the people on the other side, F you. Or Ellen Pompeo, the highest paid actress on TV, telling all of her fans that supported Trump, go F yourselves. First, I would say if you need to invoke slander or shut down someone else's point of view, it's pretty clear evidence that you had no way of being intellectually honest to win on merit, debate, or discussion. Clearly seen by either political side's greatest hit compilations on YouTube. On one side, you may see Ben Shapiro, Jordan Peterson, and others using different facts and reason to argue the different points against the other person. And on the political left, you may see highlight videos from the Young Turks and Anna Kasprin yelling, I'm better than you, F you, or Michael Eric Dyson condemning a man, calling him a mean, mad white man. And if you are truly good and those people are truly bad, why would you have to keep saying it in a discussion? Why in responding to an argument or issue would you have to say this person is bad, is a racist, is a misogynist, before actually disproving their point? If you're good and that person is bad, it should be pretty objectively obvious to the audience, right? Next, what does it mean to be oppressed to these people? To be literally the most privileged group of people in the United States? Not only to be wealthy beyond measure, but to be icons in the social sphere as well. To be at award shows put on by yourselves for yourselves. And signal to the world how unbelievably virtuous and awesome you are. And every ridiculous, condescending statement being rewarded with thunderous applause. Or maybe being oppressed means to not be able to say what you think. Or being forced into a prison of opinion for fear of losing favor in your career. Finally, the notion of we are courageous and they are cowards. Tell me, what did happen to De Niro, Eminem, and Pompeo? De Niro was received with thunderous applause. And other than the fans that Eminem specifically crossed out in the line in front of him, he was received with praise by the media and award shows alike. Ellen Pompeo, the highest paid person on TV, patriarchy much, was rewarded with another contract. Tell me, is that courage? Saying what everyone in your sphere of influence wants to hear? Or is it more dangerous to not beat down people in a profanity-ridden tirade, but simply say, I'm gonna give Trump a chance? Like Dave Chappelle, who was berated and forced to apologize after he gave his monologue that was prepared and written out on SNL. And this is just wanting your country to do well. Let's put aside if you openly say you're pro-life or want more religious freedoms for people. Our discourse is degenerating. Those who are held on a pedestal, not random ghost Twitter trolls. I'm talking about people of prominence in our society who are spokespeople for these issues or examples of how we should think and behave. When their dialogue devolve into tirades and scorn-laced profanity, it projects a caricature to cover these common people who these elites have now described in this horrible way, who their fans may actually be friends with or they may bump into on a daily basis. And tell me this, when this is perpetuated constantly in the way people talk and treat one another, how does this start a dialogue? Solution? Just keep speaking truth to power in a civil manner and let the chips fall where they may. I think those arguments will win. I'm Ben Davies, this is Pure Hollywood. Did you enjoy that video? Of course you enjoyed that video. So now you need to become a premium member to the Rebel. That way you have first access to Pure Hollywood and the entire Rebel lineup.